going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with actually a quick video update here in regards to the Spectrum Emporium event. But it looks like a big issue was raised by the community, and thankfully there has been some communication on this. So we're here to talk about what that's going to be, as well as the impact on the milestones and what you should be aiming for, especially in these Ebony treats that are going to be available now in the event store. Some good stuff to definitely be mindful of. So let's get right to it. So as you guys can see right here, there was an issue that went live where only 1 point per power core was actually getting awarded to the milestones. I think this is still live. I think they're still trying to figure out. So make sure you guys are double checking, folks, making sure it works before you start spending any power cores. But because of that issue, they are adding a generous 25,000 points to the currency. So everyone's going to get a chance here to get this 25,000 points. This is a very, very sizable portion of points, and pretty much makes this event a very free-to-play friendly event. I mean, it was already previously pretty easy to hit, but now it just gives us more rewards than what we previously noted. So we made some revisions here. As you can see, we're going to be factoring in here the 25,000 points now. Now that we know the actual energy that's being granted as well for each of the campaign, we've revised the math here. So 3 to 1 is about the ratio, 1 point per. So as you can see, that's going to be about 20,000 points, assuming you're going to be spending 1,100 energy per day. The web milestone revolving around 10 raids per day is also going to total that as well. So an extra 12,000 there. And then if you are coring and getting the 1,100 campaign energy per day, that should be about 200 cores per day, giving us a grand total of 62,800. So that right there is a ballpark of what you can expect with barely any effort. So 63,000. Let's zoom back into the event now and take a look how that looks. So we knew that with the featured item that we previously talked about, it was around this milestone 11 mark here at 37,400. So that's for the Chaos Claw. This is going to be super easy to hit now because of the 25,000 being added to this. So as you can see, if we look at where the 63 mark ends, that's about milestone 15, as you can see, right? Some pretty notable teal gear that we can utilize, obviously, for our characters. You know, on top of that, some focus up here on the 14 mark. We got some additional damage. But yeah, even shards of both Rescue and Kestrel now that we did not have access to. So really good stuff. So if you guys are planning to push higher, I think obviously the big one is milestone 18, where folks might be interested in the gamma radiation. Obviously, bring up not just your gamma team, but as well if you want to have certain characters for Dark Dimension 6 like Ravager, Stitcher. That's personally where I invested it myself. But you know, even beyond that is going to be the shield tech here also at milestone 19. But they're pretty far away distant milestones. You're gonna have to be coring quite a bit more and using a lot of that ebony treats to generate those points, right? So it's something to be mindful of. I think for free to play now with that revision, milestone 15 is definitely where I'm going to be potentially aiming for, just because it's going to be pretty easy to hit here. So as you can see, even on the left, my points 150. I cored 3 times, only gave me 150 points. So just make sure you guys are checking to see if this is effectively live before we can use the points, because again, right now, even if you hit scoring, it's still only showing 1 point. So they'll probably update us when that happens. But as well, like I said earlier, the campaign energy now is all good. So make sure you guys are going through and farming campaign. Now, a good one to mention as well is if you go to Herald's Chapter 1, this 1-3 is always historically known for having the same energy cost as the previous 2 nodes, but giving you, as you can see, double the amount of actual fragments here. So this is a good one to farm if you have some excess energy. Just really good bang for buck, really good value for the campaign energy that you're spending. Now, let's not forget, you know, we have built up all this energy and we're coring and so forth, but where is all that? The main point of the points getting driven from is the spending of the ebony treats, right? So if you head over now to the supply store, and then there is going to be a new ebony treat store. And this is essentially where you want to be spending these treats, right? At the end of the day, if you're not spending this, you're not going to be getting points to the milestone, and that's going to be obviously at fault here. So we want to take advantage of this. So from what I can see so far, we've seen Tangle Web, we've seen Darkhold here. This store seems pretty damn good. We're seeing Miss Marvel Hard Light here for shards of her. But if you guys are working on Dark Dimension 6 like myself, this psionic essence, you know, as you can see, I only have 4 right now. This is a good one to do. So I think the featured strong characters like If there's more shards of Secret Defenders here, as well as the Gear 18 that you need to bring in your characters to Dark Dimension, obviously this is going to be a really good place to start. If you're not in Dark Dimension, if you're not in the end game, well, let's not forget there's some really juicy materials here too, right? But I think honestly speaking, the character shards are the most rare out of this. So make sure you're taking advantage, doing the math, and making sure that you're spending on this, because at the end of the day, this store is only going to be here for a week, and we want to make sure that we make the most of it, so that these points are at the end of the day getting added to the milestone, ultimately pushing us for these rewards. So hopefully this helps you guys. This is a huge benefit for the community. I'm glad they rectified this really quick and really briefly, just because it went live a couple hours ago, but they already had a game plan. So that's awesome stuff. In other news too, in case you guys haven't heard, I'm sure you have, but there was a mess up as well with this battle pass, and instead of rewarding 5 shards, we're getting 50 shards per SYLVIE here. So I think this is going to be this consistent pattern here for every time there's SYLVIE here. Yeah, so as you can see, even more than the actual battle pass. Hopefully you guys didn't spend on that, but yeah, they're a mess up, but obviously this is for the entire community to gain off of, which is huge, especially with SYLVIE being a meta for the Mystic Bifrost team for incursion range. So hope this helps you guys. This is a quick reference. Good luck in your guys' farming and for this event capitalizing on the rewards. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.